Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. My name is Maria. I do DIYs, hauls, vlogs and more. Don't forget to click the subscribe and bell button to get notified every time I upload. So for today's video, I am so excited to show you how I did 3 Dollar Tree winter farmhouse home decor DIYs. My first DIY is this beautiful family sign. I just love how this turned out. I will be using this Christmas sign I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to remove the tag and sticker because I'm going to use the back. To paint my sign, I will be using my apple barrel acrylic paint in Snow White. And I'm also using this paintbrush that I got from Walmart. I love it because it leaves it streaky and it gives it the old rustic look. I am only using a small amount of paint to paint this because I want it to be rustic and old look. So for me to achieve that, I have to dry paint this, and I'm not painting this perfect. I am leaving it like that, all streaky with the brown poking through. Now I'm going to get a little bit of more paint and then just distress it with the white paint. I know I'm doing a lot of steps for this, but trust me, it will look beautiful at the end and it's gonna look store-bought. I will be using a different paintbrush and some brown paint. This is actually the paint I used to stain my other signs. I will be showing you later on the video, but I used some burnt umber and water mixed together, and I'm distressing all the edges of my sign and in the middle. Don't worry, don't make this perfect because I'm going to go over it later with white paint because it makes it look more old and rustic. And yeah, I know it's a lot of steps, sorry. Now I am going to switch brushes and use a small amount of white paint and go over the brown. I am going to let it dry for a couple of minutes, and then I am going to switch paint brushes and use more white to distress it. You don't have to be switching paint brushes. You can use the same one. And that is all we're gonna do to this sign. That's all the paint we're gonna use. Next, I will be using this wood. This is from the new craft section Dollar Tree has. I am going to stain all the edges by using burnt umber and mix with a little bit of water. So now I grabbed a piece of napkin or paper and I just removed a little bit of paint, and also it's gonna dry it a little bit since it was wet. Next, I will be using the same white acrylic paint and only painting the top. For this next step, you can transfer the word or use the stencils the Dollar Tree carries, but I'm going to freehand this with a color pencil. And I messed up. I made the F too wide, so I'm going to fix it using a tiny brush and white paint. With a tiny brush and black paint, I'm going to go over it. You can use a paint marker for this. I just don't know where I put mine. And besides, I like using paint instead of the paint marker. I feel like the paint marker leaves my stuff not good. Well, at least the paint marker that I have isn't good. Alright, I'm going to use some jute string or jute twine. A lot of people say different. I say jute string. But anyway, I'm just going to glue it around the edge in between or where the white and brown meet. I just love how the jute string gives it a different look. It looks much nicer and rustic. And now I am going to glue it to my sign using my glue gun. For the greenery, I use this green pine I got from Walmart. It was 97 cents. I just love it. It's so beautiful and nice. I don't think I have seen something similar at Dollar Tree, but they do have some greenery you can use. Anyway, this has 8 stems, so I am going to use 5 for the top, and I am going to start gluing them with my glue gun, but I am first going to cut the little extra part they have at the bottom. I am going to use the stems that don't have the pine cones because 3 of them have pine cones. I just love this because I feel like you can use it all year round, and you can remove the pine cones and just leave it like that. You don't have to add the pine cones to it, but the pine cones, I did get them from Dollar General. Dollar Tree does carry some. I am going to do a jute string bow, but before I add my bow to it, I am going to use a piece of jute string and add it to the top so I can be able to hang it. And that is it, guys. I just love it. This is a winter DIY, but I feel like you can use it all year round. My second DIY is this beautiful sign. I just love how it turned out. But for this, I use a canvas. I got this from Dollar Tree. This is an 8x10 canvas. This is from the new section Dollar Tree has. And I am going to remove the, I guess, plastic or whatever the thing is. I'm just going to remove it. Be careful and try not to rip it because this is going to go in the back. I am going to stain this, and I'm going to use this burnt umber and mix it with a little bit of water. You can stain this with a sponge, a paintbrush, or even with your fingers, because that's why my hands kind of look dirty, because I don't know, I use my hands as well. But anyway, I didn't remove the staples. I just left them there because I didn't have a staple remover, so I just left them there. I stained the whole frame. Now I am going to use the piece I removed, and I'm just going to trace the frame and cut it. I am going to glue it using my glue gun. By the way, I am going to make sure that the white part is what's facing the front. What I use to decorate my sign is this jute string tree. I actually have a video where I made this. Is my last video. This is actually an ornament, but I decided to use it for this. And I'm gonna use the rest of the pinecone greenery. So the pine cone greenery has 8 stems and I use 5 in the first DIY, and I am going to use 3 in the second DIY and 1 in the third DIY. But if you only want to purchase one greenery pick, you should definitely just use 2 of the stems in this one right here, and then use the last one in the third one. Sorry if this sounded confusing, but I will leave the details in the description box. And the last thing I added was this jute string bow. So for my second DIY, I used this wood I got from Walmart and it cost me $1. Here I am going to show you that you can use a canvas from Dollar Tree. All you have to do is just repeat the steps I did in my second DIY. But what I did to stain this is I used the same mixture of brown and water, and I stained all the edges. And don't worry if you accidentally stain the inside, because that will be painted with white. To paint the inside of my canvas, the inside of this wood, I'm going to use this white acrylic paint. I got this from Walmart. It's from the brand Apple Barrel. While that is drying, I'm going to make a bow out of this white chenille. I got this from Dollar Tree as well. I'm going to use 2 of them and a little bit of jute string, and I'm going to put them together to make a bow. To decorate my sign, I will be using this swirly thingy, but this is an ornament I did from a DIY video. In my last DIY video, I will have the link in my description box. And I am also going to use this snowflake. This snowflake is actually an old snowflake I had, but Dollar Tree does carry some. You can always paint them brown. And I'm going to use another greenery, and I am also going to add 2 pine cones. I got these from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to glue them on this one on each side. Then I will be adding the bow. So if you want to hang this, you can always add a little hanger. And all you need is a little piece of jute string and glue it to the back. So that is it, guys. I hope you guys like this winter farmhouse home decor DIY. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the bell button to get notified every time I upload. See you next time. Bye.